Hello, Leah here again with another video. Was going to do this yesterday, it's a bit later than planned, but I literally got up yesterday and I was still angry about the game on Saturday. I normally like to remain as balanced as possible when I do stuff like this, try and give a positive and a negative side of things, but there was no excuses for that performance on Saturday. It was absolutely shocking. Playing at a team that were like, look at it in the bottom four, never mind the top four. It was just shocking. Just Coventry absolutely bullied us. Did a lot of play. Like, I can only think of maybe one to an extent who had a little half decent game, and that was Trey Hume. The rest of them were absolutely garbage. Anthony Patterson just looked shaky all day. I mean, I saw a stat before the game kicked off saying Coventry scored the most headed goals from crosses, and I immediately thought, fuck. Chris Murphy look on 9 defending like a pair of League Two plotters. It's like Taji Wright turned look on 9 that fast for the first goal. Luke O'Neill must have thought he was playing for Wycombe Wanderers again. Obviously Dennis out went out for an injury, but the moment he realised he's a professional footballer, not a contestant on Love Island, it'd be great for the foreseeable future. Dan Neil probably had his worst game and I've ever seen him play. Joe Bellingham was non-existent. Chris Rigg not much better. Can't remember Patrick Roberts touching the football. Mundo looked lethargic and lazy. In my end, actually started off quite bright, really, but once he got bodied in the 20th minute, he just didn't want to fucking know, really. He just literally just had no intention of playing the rest of that game, and you might as well have took him off after half an hour. I would have, when we went 2-0 down. On to Regis Debris, I thought he got his tactics pretty much wrong, to be honest. He started the wrong player. I would have started Alan Brown for that experience to help the young lads out with that big physical Coventry side. I think he just needs to stop pissing about and signing a formula I actually think he's going to work and stick with it. And yes, change a few players up every now and again. But I don't know, it's playoffs now. You hope we don't drop out and this starts a slump. Probably the international break comes at the most perfect time. Obviously, after the international break, you're hoping to get players back, like Enzo Lefebvre. Obviously, I know I'm not his biggest fan, but we now have no left back, so hopefully Leo Hjeld is back. And just hopefully it's to reset the lads' need, really, because we've been like this performance and result has been coming for about a month and a half now. Even when we've been winning games, it hasn't been convincing in half an hour, 45-minute periods and stuff. Like other teams have been getting on top, and you think to yourself, when you play against a top team, they will punish you for it, which they did on Saturday. Strange thing is we had 2 chances to get level, which really centre forward should be doing better, especially when you're under the caution. You're not getting many chances. You got to take them ones. My Ender and Ishidor should have scored the second half. Like, Ishidor's just lashed at his, didn't what he was doing. He's, as you say, he's proving people right. He's a scorer of good goals. He's not a goal scorer. And my Ender's got to do better. He's got to test the keeper at least. I mean, the defender did all his work for him by backing off. He's just got to hit the target and just hope for the best. But it was just absolutely horrendous. And you hope that's just never ever happens again. I don't agree with people asking Regis Debris to get the chop. However, it is quite alarming that a similar thing happened to him at Lorient in his first season. He started off like a house on fire, was 4th in division, ended up finishing 10th after a mid-season slump. So hopefully his history not repeating itself. And after, as I say, it might be a reset for him as well. Come back after the international break. Hopefully all the players are fresh. No injuries picked up on their away. And we hit the ground running. We go in the playoffs with a little bit of form and not sleep or walk our way there, because we've seen that before under Jack Ross, under Lee Johnson. When you sleepwalk your way to the playoffs, you don't get through them. I think the only reason we got through them under Alex Neil because we were resilient and he made us hard to beat, which proved the case against Sheffield Wednesday in the 2 games. But it's just, hopefully it just never happens again and it's forgotten about, and at the end of the season we're celebrating. But we'll have to wait and see. The playoffs are a tight group. You look at the top 3 now, it could be any one of them 3 that comes down. And you look at the 3 of them, if we play like we did on Saturday, I wouldn't fancy my chances against any of them. But we haven't lost to Burnley this season. We obviously beat Sheffield United, so you got to look at it like that. The only team I'll really be worried about will be Leeds, for how much they have and what they're like. But again, if they've been top of the league for that long and they drop into the playoffs, they're going to be on negative stint, so you never know. One little slight positive, if I want to have one, it was nice to see Jensen Sale back on the pitch. He hasn't played since about this time last year when he injured himself against Southampton. But it's nice to see him back. And if Yelda isn't fit, then obviously Luke will get shifted left back and Seal to play centre half. Thanks for everyone for the likes and the engagement on the preview video. Thanks again for the Sky Blue podcast for their opposition point of view. Go and check them out, see what they take of it. I'm sure they'll be much more happier than what we are. But if you've got any ideas what you want us to do with the international break, obviously we'll be not at your game next week. I don't really watch England, if I'm being particularly honest. I don't really want to review any of that, so it's entirely your choice of what you want us to do. If you want us to do fuck all, I'll do fuck all. See us will probably be the week after next. Sort Millwall stuff, getting opposition side on them. And hopefully we bounce back with a win against Millwall. I mean, it'll be difficult side, they won at the weekend, but let's wait and see. Season's still got a big 8 games left. Let's just see if we can get as many points as we can for them 8 games. Go on to the playoffs with a little bit of form and hopefully you see us through to the Premier League. Enjoy the rest of your week. How are the lads?